welcome to the EES online event. Our conference is 3 days of content that's absolutely jam-packed with incredible quality, debate, interest, and preceded by our 2 days of pre-conference professional development workshops. All of this has been an enormous amount of work on the part of the team that has put it together. I'm the overall conference coordinator, May Pettigrew, but we've been so well supported by, firstly, let me thank our volunteers, who are mostly young and emerging evaluators who've been absolutely stellar, but also the core conference team of Ananda Millard, Laura Tagler, and of course our Supremo on communications and management of the administration of the event and general factotum, Lauren Weiss. I'd just like to say that this is such an innovation for us at EES, and it's very exciting to see how we have a conference that's come together with an amazing program. The content is really superlative, and that's such reflection and our thanks to our community of evaluators here. I think it shows that EES has a place in this community that has its own particular characteristics. We represent a community that's global, but we tend to meet together in manageable numbers to create a sense of family, of cooperation, of communication, and we have less of a sense of us being a huge community that's kind of obscure compared with some of our other evaluation society peers. We have an enormously diverse program and an enormously diverse participation in the conference. We have the inclusion of our bursary-sponsored applicants, participants, 60 of them. We have people who have come from every part of the world. We have some of the most stellar evaluation practitioners and theoreticians on the planet, and we have relatively new and inexperienced people who are all coming together to share in this period of intense, we hope, debate and learning. The diversity, I think, also reflects the fact that there's something rather special about an online event, which is that, of course, you don't need to leave your office chair or your living room to come and participate in this. And that in part accounts, I think, for why the content is particularly interesting in this particular event. And I hope you will also agree with that and find that too. I think that the other side of an online event is that it's recorded, so it's live stream, but it's also in the can. And that means that we will have a dynamic around the day-to-day events as they unfold and the different sessions. But it also means that if you really want to go to a panel on day one at 10 o'clock, but it conflicts with something you want to see at the same time in a different virtual room, you've got no trouble. You go to one and you come back and you watch the other. And that, of course, applies to the whole conference as a recorded event. It means that what you've paid for in your fees is not just for participating with your peers next week. Speaking from where we are now, it's next week. It also means that you've got access to that for 6 months. 6 months of ability to tune in to all of those sessions that you missed or that you'd like to review again. And I think that's incredibly valuable. And for us, we've kept our fees as low as we possibly could in order to make sure that we could be as inclusive as possible. We've got the inclusivity, and we just hope that now you as participants can take full advantage of all the opportunities you have to engage in this terrific content. We've got, at this point, about 470 people registered. I would suspect that we'll have fewer on the day. That's kind of how it works. So over the course of the event, people will probably dip in, dip out, and we will have more or less on different sessions. It also means that for you, if you're presenting, you may have a virtual room that's stacked out with people, or you may have hardly anybody or nobody at all. But just remember, it's being recorded. People will be watching what you speak about, even if they're not present on the day at some time later. So just keep that in mind. I would very much like to thank all of those who have made this possible, in addition to, obviously, the conference team. It's particular thanks to our sponsors. We've had marvellous support from UNFPA, from the Global Environmental Facility, from the Evaluation Journal, and through the editor Elliot Stern, from ADA, the Austrian Development Association, from IPDET, who of course are absolutely ace for their training in evaluation, and 3IE, who are well known, of course, as the place to go for impact evaluation. I hope that you will have a very enjoyable and worthwhile set of sessions at this conference, and I hope that the result of that is, in coming together, we can help to support and facilitate the necessary transformations in the work that we do that will meet head-on the challenges we're facing with climate, COVID, and socio and political crises of these times. So with that note, enjoy. I look forward to seeing you virtually, and I enjoy networking and communicating with you through all the bells and whistles that will make this a really good interactive event, as well as an online virtual viewing event. So thank you and welcome again.